Hello, hello. Hey guys, welcome from Buenos Aires, Argentina. I'm here with Alexia. Say hey, Alexia.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. What about you? Estoy
I'm
muy bien.
doing pretty well. Pretty well. Cool. So, Alexia, today we are going to return to a theme, a recurring theme throughout all English learners' lives, and something that we talk about here a lot at Inglês no Cru.
Which is?
Do you have a guess?
I do because I gave you the idea.
Phrasal verbs. Yes, today we have mais episódio de phrasal verbs.
Yay.
Oba. So today, Alexia, I wanted to talk about the phrasal verb, or all phrasal verbs related with the verb to check. But just to give a quick review, a phrasal verb is just a verb and a preposition that normally means something different than the literal translation, right?
Yes.
Cool. So off the top of your head, can you think of any examples of phrasal verbs?
I think I already said that the last episode, but that's fine. Bumped into.
Yeah, if you bumped into someone, it literally means that you,
Esbarrou.
you didn't physically hurt yourself with them, but you just, randomly saw them. Perfect. So there are a lot of phrasal verbs with to check. Some of them are very simple. Maybe our students already know them. Some of them are a little less common. So let's dive straight into it.
Yay.
Does that sound good?
Yes.
Okay, Alexia. Example number 1 with phrasal verbs to check in and check out. When we're talking about hotels, accommodations, Airbnbs, whatever. What do you think about this? What do you already know about to check in to somewhere?
Well, to check in is when you can enter the room of the hotel, Airbnb, whatever. So it's a time scheduled that you are able to go inside.
Can I give you a quick recommendation really quick?
Of course.
I was using schedule, com o som do quase francês, mas é schedule.
Schedule.
Perfect. That is the dark L. If you're interested in learning more about phonetics, you can always sign up for Sound School in March. Okay, so to check in is the time, the literal hour that you can check into a place. So can you try to give me an example?
Yeah, we'll have to check in at Montevideo at 5 p.m.
Perfect. I'm not sure how Americans pronounce Montevideo.
I was trying to think really fast
just
here
you say
in my mind, but I have no idea.
You definitely don't say Montevideo, but you don't say Montevideo. I think you just say it in the Spanish way with your most gringo accent possible. So, like my dad would say, "Oh, Foster and Alexia are in Montevideo in Uruguay or something like that." Okay, so perfect. So we have to check in to our Airbnb in Montevideo by 5 p.m. or something.
Yes, but this could be for meetings as well, right?
Yeah, Alexia gave me a look like, can it be for meetings? Maybe not meetings. I would never say what time is the check-in of the meeting. I would just say, what time does the meeting start? Perhaps for conferences or congresses. In that, I could see people using what time does the event start? What time is the check-in?
Yeah.
Yeah. So check-in you can actually use as a phrasal verb or a noun. So you could say, what time is the check-in? Right?
Yeah.
And someone could say, for example, at 4 p.m. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So on the other hand, we have to check out. Tell me what you know, Alexia.
Well, to check out is when you had to leave the place. But I have already a question.
Okay. First of all, I would say I already have a question.
I
Just
already have a
stylistic
question,
thing.
which is to check out the bag, right? At the airports.
No.
No?
No.
A lot of people misunderstand that when you have to drop your bags,
Yeah.
you have to check out. But
Totally
it's not-
different
yeah.
and actually not a phrasal verb. That's just to check. When we say you check your bag or you have checked baggage, that is the luggage, the bags that you give to them that they put under the plane, and then you have to wait in what we call baggage claim for hours, and you're praying to God that they did not lose your...
So check out and to check the bags, completely different.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, exactly. So, for example, if you're in the airport and they say, which bags are you going to check or which bags are you going to carry on? Yeah, that's not check out. Check out is different.
Yeah.
So check out can be the opposite of check in.
Yes, it's when you have to leave somewhere, or it's when you are looking at something or
Looking at what?
at something.
Something.
Foster.
Something. One day, gente, eu prometo que minha namorada vai poder falar something direitinho. Okay, so you're talking about two different things. So we have talked about in the past that you have two kinds of phrasal verbs, right?
Yes.
You have phrasal verbs that you can separate and phrasal verbs that you cannot separate. So, for example, with check out, if you say check out, but you separate the check and the out, and you say check it out, it means something completely different. So, let's take this one step at a time. So, if we say, what time are we checking out?
It's what time are we leaving?
Yeah, exactly. So we have to check out of the hotel by noon on Friday or at noon on Friday. Don't worry about the preposition. And also, just like check in, check out can be used as a noun. So what time is check out or what time is the checkout? Same thing. But if you put an it in the middle, that's something totally different. Like, for example, Alexia, if I say, oh my gosh, I saw this really cool movie the other day. You got to check it out.
Yeah, you gotta see it. You gotta watch it, sorry.
Yeah. So when I say check it out, it's like you got to have a look. You got to,
A
take
nice
look at
park,
it.
a restaurant, anything. Anything that you want the other person to see, to experience, it's like check it out.
Yeah. So how would you translate check it out to Portuguese?
Well, I would say você tem que ver isso. Você tem que ir nisso.
Yeah.
It's
so in the
different.
context of something new and you have to check it out, I would agree. Like, você precisa dar uma
Você precisa ir lá amanhã, agora.
Yeah. But also, sometimes you can use check it out in the sense of, olha só. Olha só. Like, check it out. There's a bird or, like, something.
Yeah, olha isso.
Yeah, olha isso. Exatamente. Cool. So, for new things is the most common way. For example, do you have any more examples?
What? From check it out?
Yeah.
A new exposition that you can check it out.
Perfect. Like, for example, there's a new exposition of Picasso in the MASP in São Paulo. We have to check it out.
Yeah.
Exactly. MASP.
MASP. This is a cool story that we can tell one day.
Yeah, you can tell it really quick, or do you want me to tell it really quick?
You can tell it.
Yeah, so we were in São Paulo, and Alexia we were trying to go to the, what Alexia says, MASP, the Museum of Modern Art in São Paulo, right? Or just art in São Paulo. But Alexia was asking people, like,
where is it? Onde é que é o MASP?
yeah,
Just
cadê o
like
MASP?
that. Onde é que é o
Cadê o
MASP? And no one could understand me.
Yeah, because you were speaking with such a strong Carioca accent.
And then when finally a police officer was looking at me and I was like, desculpa, onde é que é o MASP? Ela, é ali do outro lado da rua.
We were literally right beside it. So that's a different episode about dialects and accents and cariocas and paulistas.
Pronunciation.
Cool. So let's do a couple more with the phrasal verb to check.
Yeah.
What if you check back? Do you understand that at all?
Yeah.
Like if you check back with someone or if you check back on someone?
But I always thought it was check it back.
No, check it back. I don't think that exists.
Yeah, but I always thought in my mind, like, I'm gonna check you back. Gonna check it back. You
What
know?
would that mean for you in your mind?
Eu vou, tipo, ver isso amanhã de novo. Eu vou ver a solução para isso.
Yeah. Yeah. No. So this is not a separable verb. So you have to check and the back together all the time. So for example, we say check back is when you return to a subject or to like a person to guarantee that everything's okay.
Just like going to a doctor and then the doctor says to you, I'm gonna check back this in 2 months.
Yeah, so he's going to say, I will, so you can check back with people or with things. So you can say, I'm going to check back with you in 2 months. Like we will have more tests in 2 months to make sure that everything's okay. Or you can say on a situation, like we will check back tomorrow to make sure that we are making progress.
Yeah.
Or with people, like I will check back, I'll check back with you in 2 weeks just to make sure that your English is doing well, that you're okay, I don't know.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool. So check back is very similar to check on. So when you check back, you have the idea that you've already checked on something so to check on.
It's the first time.
Yeah. To check on just means you want to make sure that everything's okay. Like I need to check on my mother to make sure she's not sick. I need to check on the dogs before we leave.
But after the first check on, you gonna check back.
You can. Yeah, that's pretty much the difference. Probably we should have started with check on. But can you think of other examples with check on something or someone?
No. I think I never used check on.
Yeah, I think you do a lot. Like
I'm gonna check on that. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna check on my dad.
Yeah,
which just means,
but I don't realize it's a phrasal verb ever.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Verb plus preposition equals phrasal verb.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So you could say, I'm going to check on my dad. A lot of times with people, you could also say, I'm going to check on the food, like I'm cooking chicken in the kitchen and I need to check on.
I'm going to check on the wedding cake, something like that, when you are in a wedding party and you go see the wedding cake.
Yeah. It's just you're going to look at something to make sure to guarantee that everything's okay.
Yeah.
So just quick revision, Alexia. That's a lot. We have check in, check out, which are pretty simple. Then
one is the opposite of the other. So.
Exactly. Then check it out, where things start getting a little more confusing when we're talking about separable and inseparable phrasal verbs.
It's when you want to show something for someone.
Boa tentativa aí, Alexia. And then check on someone to make sure everything's okay. And then to check back is after the first check on, you're following up, which is also a phrasal verb. But I feel like a lot more Brazilians understand follow up.
Yeah.
I feel like some business Brazilians.
Yeah, follow up.
Yeah. Cool. Any
Eu vou
more
fazer
questions?
Call do follow up de ontem.
Todos os meus alunos brasileiros que são homens de negócios.
Alô, Rodrigo.
Tá bom, Alexia, mais alguma coisa?
No, that's it.
Cool. So we will return shortly with more episodes on phrasal verbs. I know that you guys like it and you hate it at the same time, but you need it.
Okay. Bye.
Cool. All right. See ya. Bye-bye.